Hello, and as always, welcome to my YouTube. And I'd like to share with you some understanding of why it's so important for us to have a look at the programs that we are running as individuals so that we can become more enlightened and happier in this holographic body that we've chosen to come down into earth in. And it was triggered for me this morning when I have started up my Instagram, and I've got no idea how it works. And to be honest, I haven't really been remotely interested in the past, but I realised in order to get my information out to as many people as possible, that Instagram is a great vehicle to do that. So I thought I would do a live, which I did, and then it didn't go loaded onto my Instagram page properly. And in the end, I did it again, and I'm not quite sure even now how many times it's on there. But do you know what? I don't mind. And I thought to myself, wow, if that happened to me maybe a year ago, if I had done something wrong or thought I'd done something wrong, I would have absolutely berated myself. I would have dropped into all those programmings from a little girl of being told I was stupid, that I would never amount to anything, that I wasn't good enough. And all those programs which were so intrinsically placed within my programming system, so beautifully placed in there, that I measured myself against my success all the way through until I came into the quantum world. I would have dropped into that when I realized that perhaps my Instagram live hadn't gone on properly. But I didn't. What I did do is I just sat back and went, well, it's okay. It's not important. If it's gone on there twice, it doesn't matter, because everyone will have compassion and love and can see the journey that I'm on trying to learn how to navigate Instagram. And that for me was a huge, huge revelation in how far I've come working through my conditioning. And the reason I share that story with you is because I want you to ask yourself, what programming do you hold on to that blocks you from having joy in your life? What belief system have you either had drummed into you, and it doesn't matter who that is, it's whether it's by family or friends or by peer groups or by bullies? What programming have you had drummed into you that you now embrace and hold within your current programming? Because that is what you need to start to understand and release. Because when we hold that programming, it holds us into a place of fear. And that fear stops us from being the best person that we can be. And it's that person who can be compassionate to themselves, who can laugh at themselves, who can recognize that maybe they did something that might have hurt somebody else, therefore they can give forgiveness to themselves as well. And it takes that great big black cloud away from us of always berating ourselves, of always holding ourselves small, because it doesn't matter if you don't get it right. It doesn't matter if you haven't reached the expectations of others, because they are those expectations of others that keep you into your programming. And when we lose the need to be right, when we lose the need to be perfect, when we lose the need to prove to others that we are good enough, then, and only then, can we start our healing and our journey into our oneness. When we give ourselves compassion for all of the nuances that we are, that make us who we are, life becomes so much easier. Because it doesn't matter what others think of us. It's what we think of ourselves. Because what others do is they project all of their programming onto us, if we allow that to happen. But when we stand in acceptance of the fact that we don't always get it right, no one gave us a blueprint on earth as to how this would work. We have to just discover that ourselves. And when we can really, really break down those programs, we become free, we become liberated, we become able to be the best of ourselves. And then we become joyful. We become tolerant of others, and we become compassionate for others, and we forgive others their journey. And as I say, no one said it was easy. It really isn't. It really hasn't been. But we can do it. We absolutely can do it. So I ask you to look at your programs. Maybe look at one thing. Maybe look at one thing that you always do and you always feel about yourself. It may be that you're not worthy. You're not good enough. You're not pretty enough. We've talked about that on my other YouTubes. And then dig down deep, find out the cause of that, and let it go. Because you are all beautiful in the energy that you hold. And you all deserve greatness, peace, love, light, and happiness. Kitesha no korosotosha makaya tiska. Come into the heart and find your compassion. So with my love, blessings, and me sharing that I could have easily dropped down into that place of complete fear of making a mistake. What does it matter? Life continues. Life continues. So I hope that helps, and I hope you can start seeing the light that is within. And when you do, you are truly on your journey. So as always, with love and compassion, I thank you.